Hello and welcome to the Produce Aisle. Today I want to walk you through some audio lingo, and that is automation. Automation. What is it? Why do you care? And how do you do it with Cakewalk by Bandlab? Automation is one of those things that kind of intimidated me, and I thought I would do it wrong, and so I just kind of avoided it, and my mixes and music suffered from it. There's so much creative, fun stuff you can do with automation. So once I figured it out, I can't get my hands off it. It's like a whole bunch of finger paints now. So I'm going to show you the different ways that you can automate with Cakewalk. There's a lot of different ways, and what you can do with it to unlock the creative potential. So automation is having the machine twiddle the knobs for you. So you tell it what to twiddle, and it twiddles it for you. These automation lines, I've called them envelopes. I don't know if that's correct or not. That's back in my Acid Pro days where they were called envelopes, but I still sometimes refer to them as that. They're these lines with nodes. So you see, this is a volume automation that's happening with this guitar track here. First of all, let me just show you what I mean by automating with this guitar track that I did. I'll solo it so that you can hear it. So I just made it go quieter in the verses. Let me first go through some of the toolbox of this. You need to make sure that you've got your channel set to read or write. See how there's this white R and then this W? If I hit the W, it turns red, and it also turns any parameter red that I could automate. In the Pro channel, which I made a video about the Pro channel. If you don't know about the Pro channel, man, prepare to have your world rocked. It's amazing. Everything that's noted in red here, that's surrounded by red, is automatable. So you can have the robots move it for you. I want to show you especially how cool this is with EQ and automating EQ. Over here on the left of is the track, and you can set it to, it's usually set at clips. But if you change it over to to automation, then you get all sorts of parameters that you can play with. Now, these PC things, that stands for Pro Channel. I want to automate this filter situation here. I'd say the easiest one is to do by the mouse. So that means all I have to do is hit this right button, watch the things go red, and then just grab which one I want to automate and hit play. See how it's writing it up there? Okay, so now if I hit play, there it goes. Neat. This is the TH3. Again, it comes free with Cakewalk. It's outrageous and awesome. I am going to find myself a wah pedal. Cry maybe. Oh, that's so cute. All right. So now let me show you this. So you see what it's doing up here? I set it to right, and I'm just doing that with the mouse. I'm moving this pedal with my mouse, and it's writing the automation up here so that when I don't have my hand on the mouse, it should just do it. There it goes. The other way that I can draw automation, and I got this from Bongonzo's really great little short video that I linked in the description, so check it out. If you hit T, this gives you the draw tool, and then right click on here, and you can draw patterns. So I can either do it freehand, where I can just sort of draw in the wahs that I would want, like so. And it's gonna sound great, I'm sure. This is a much slower wah situation. And pattern. Wait, I'm not sure what pattern does. Well, to play with it. Oh, and it's really easy to get rid of automation as well. Did you see I just went over it and hit delete. It's pretty simple. Let's see what pattern does. Anything? What? I'm gonna have to look that one up in the manual later. Okay, hitting T and line. Draw in how you want it to go. Like so. I really like this sine wave one where it's like you start in the middle and then drag it up to get it to be a really kind of wide. I wonder what this sounds like. Let's hear it. So it makes it super regular. It actually works pretty nicely. And that is also controlled by the snap setting. How much of a sine wave this is controlled by the snap setting. Oh, and I just zoomed in by hitting Alt and then my scroll wheel here. So if I were to set this up as instead being whole notes, the sine wave will look different. You see? Like so. So it's a much slower. But it's regular, and that's kind of cool. It's the same with when I hit T again and right click over here, you can do triangle. I like triangle for pans. If you're wearing headphones, hopefully you'll be able to hear this. So I'm going to go back to my automations and go to the pan automation and hold the mouse and then go up to as high as you want it to go. And then draw the triangles. You can hear it should pan quickly. You have the square. This is like for quick transitions. I bet with the pan you'll really be able to hear it. Now it's more just like left, right, left, right, left. So it's on off. And what else do I use on here? Oh, random. Always fun. What's it doing? Oh, okay. All these neat things you can do with the draw tool, and that's just by hitting T. I'm going to hit F5 to bring me back to my smart tool. I could also go up here and hit the smart tool, but F5 just brings me back to it. And let me delete this panning automation that I have. Always good to know how to undo things. Now let's try hooking it to this here MIDI controller so that I can twiddle a couple of knobs. So I'm looking at the gain of the frequency, all right? So that's this knob here. Right click and then go to remote control. Controller. Learn. Twiddle. Twiddle, twiddle, twiddle. Hit learn again and then hit OK. Let's see if it twiddles. Yay! I can twiddle and it moves. Woo! Look at it go. Let me set up this other one since I have two hands. Two hands with which to twiddle. And I can also twiddle this this low frequency. So let me right click, remote control. Controller, because that's what this is a MIDI controller. Hit learn, twiddle, 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 twiddle. Hit learn again, and hit OK. Yeah, okay, it's the hitting learn twice that's the trick. Okay, so now I can twiddle at the same time, like so, and it will write at the same time. All I have to do is hit play, and then twiddle to my heart's content, however sounds good. I can also automate on buses. Let's drag up here. And those are our buses. And each of these have automation possibilities as well. For example, like my reverb bus, which I have on several things. My vocals are going there. So let me show you going into the bridge where there's quite a bit of reverb. Let me unsolo that guitar so you can hear what they sound like right now. We fell in love. let's look at automating that. Say I wanted to make it go from wet to dry. This is the bus. So this here corresponds with this strip. Okay, it's the same. Just this is strip view, and then this is the track view, but you just pull up the buses like so. I have some funny things going on with the bridge harmonies. So I don't just have reverb going on. I have also a delay set up in the CLA vocal plugin. So let's try automating that as well. All right, let's try it. I haven't done that before, but it's certainly one of the things you can automate. So I'm still in bus view here, and this purple line is how my reverb send level. I'm just gonna leave that right there, and let's see what else we can automate. So CLA vocal stereo, okay, and I get to choose parameter. I'm gonna pick the parameter of delay, okay, and so these vocals are set at a pretty high delay right now. Let me pull up this, let's open it so you can see it, okay? So they have a delay right there, okay?
I knew you were my man.
So you can hear that, man. All right, let's try automating this just by hitting this right, the right button. Just right by my eyeball over here. I'm gonna hit right so it's red, okay? I'm gonna hit play, grabbing this delay thing, okay?
I knew you were my man. And
oh, it just dropped. I had to hold on to it, I guess, huh? Interesting. So, but I can adjust it just with the mouse.
I knew you were my man. And now I understand.
There we go. Going the opposite direction. So I'm gonna hold on to it. Play.
I knew you were my man. And now
No delay. Just pops it right back up, huh?
I knew you were my man.
In any of your plugins, there's gonna be something you can automate. Just about any plugin you can figure out an automation for that can enhance your sonics and make it sound wider, cooler, weirder, and go for it. It's not hard and it's easy to erase. If you mess it up, no big deal. And you can just rewrite it over and over as many times as you want. Control Z is your friend. Control Y is also your friend. That's the redo button. And just go nuts with the automation. It's really fun. One little bonus note, if you've stuck with me this far, about automation with MIDI strings. And actually, MIDI anything that you're emulating a real instrument with. Automation is perfect for building swells. Like, I'm a brass player, so there's natural swells that happen. And if you're like wanting to hit a note, like a sforzando kind of note, where it's like, boom, you can draw that in the automation. You can do down and have it kind of drop a little bit. With beautiful string parts, you can have it kind of like swell and then go down, and swell and then go down. And that just brings the emotion. It brings the, it makes it seem like real people are actually playing it. And it sounds like MIDI instruments if it's all just the same level all the time. So utilizing automation, especially for instruments where you want it to sound like a real instrument, then don't have it be all at the same volume all at the all the time. Have it swell, have it breathe. I think that's all I want to say about automation. If you want deeper dive into it, please see Mike's video. It's so good. Creative Sauce video about automation in Cakewalk. I have linked it below. Bongonzo video, also linked below. I hope that this removes the intimidation barrier. Automation's easy. It's easy. Do it. Have fun with it. Play with it. Don't be afraid of it. It's not going to mess anything up. It's the beauty of our non-destructive editing DAWs, right? Like Cakewalk. So just go nuts and have fun. I hope this was helpful and that you have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.